So yeah. So as you can see, I am still in Orlando, Florida, and it's March 16th, 2024. Right now, I'm at Pine Hills, and I think this is the Pine Hills Street, and what's this adjacent street? I keep forgetting what this adjacent street is. But anyway, so yeah, this is March 16th, 2024. I'll be able to log back into my LinkedIn account, my Twitter account, my Instagram account, my Facebook account, all of my other accounts when I do get my my replacement phone, so I can use my 407-600-1760 number, since everything is based on my Gmail account associated with that particular number. I can't re-enter my Gmail account right now, my primary Gmail account, Corinthian1@gmail.com. I can't enter it for the next 2 weeks because to be able to enter it, I'm going to have to receive a text message to my 407-600-1760 number. So I'm just going to take a rest. I'm just going to focus right now on posting video recordings for the most part, but I'm just going to take a rest, from having to write and edit and every day. I've done so for a while now. So I'm still working. I'm going to work over the next 2-3 weeks before I do get my replacement phone. I'm going to use my secondary phone for the time being to help with posting my video recordings and communicating with whoever I need to communicate with. But I'm going to take a break from having to author too much, additional work papers and work reports. A 2-3 week break, and if I've done everything I've needed to do for the most part. I've detailed everything I've needed to detail, but sometimes I like going a bit more in depth and explaining what I need to explain to folks, because it's for our posterity, for ourselves and our posterity. And whether you believe in reincarnation or resurrection, it's for yourselves too. Our souls have been preserved, made immortal. That I'm pretty sure everyone has figured out. I'm pretty sure that everyone believes in heaven, and everyone believes in at least reincarnation or resurrection. So it's going to benefit you guys, and you guys are going to be your own posterity. The people of earth are going to reincarnate over and over and over again until they are immortalized in heaven. Okay? So that's how things work. The folks from heaven dreaming into this world on operation basis, they're going to wake up in heaven after each lifetime. Okay? So we've made sure that no one is demoted and sent back to earth who has been taken up to heaven. Folks, souls have been taken up to heaven. I've had to do that. Okay? And that was done a long time ago for the most part. That was done 10,000 years ago. I did take natives of earth up into heaven. Okay? Into heaven. But anyway. They might have said that was unfair, that I let everyone into heaven. I don't know. From the initial first dimension, I don't know why some of the folks argue against that. They said, well, why do you have in the Bible that people are going to burn in hell forever if they're sinful? That's the deterrence. But either way, they're going to everyone pays up for his or her moral debt in this life or the next life or the subsequent life. Everything has to be paid up. So there's no point in preventing anyone from getting into heaven. Everyone gets into heaven. Okay? All right, so you pay up for your sins, but and it's guaranteed that you're going to pay up for your sins, but everyone gets into heaven. I provided a deterrence. You guys, what I said is that humanity will burn in hell forever if it does not stop sinning. All right? That's just a deterrence. That's just a communication to humanity and ourselves. To us, it's a communication that we're going to work hard to make sure that everyone pays up their moral debt or negates investing in moral debt. Okay, that's our job. Us from heaven, myself and my team, my original universe, the third dimension. That's our job. Okay, for the most part, is to make sure that occurs. And the job of humanity is to make sure that they are as crimeless and as sinless as possible. No one is going to be perfect. And I made sure to communicate that to humanity. No one is going to be perfect. Okay? So, that's why we do have 5 religions, core religions. Everything is covered and everything is explained. We came up with a caste system in Hinduism to say that Jesus Christ, God himself, is very merciful in making sure that the caste system does not actually work. And saying that what works is that rich people are going to be less rich in the next life and poor people are going to be less poor in the next life. I'm not going to demote you guys into being animals or untouchables in hell forever. Okay, so the articulation of supplemental spiritual and religious scriptures provides that. And Hinduism and Buddhism provides to Christianity that reincarnation is real. Reincarnation is real, and you guys are not going to go. You guys are not going to die and have to wait 2,000 years or 500 years to resurrect. So the religions are not challenging each other; they are providing to each other why reality is reality, the logic and the sentiment from the highest dimensions, from the original universes. Okay. So I know that actually makes sense. I'm pretty sure that actually makes sense. Okay. So I'm in a few weeks. I'm gonna walk Rashida Williams into heaven, and I haven't seen her in 12 years. In all 12 to 13 years, I haven't seen her. You know, in all honesty, I've been working, and I've been dreaming about having my daughter in my house in Coral Gables eventually. So in a few weeks, I'm gonna walk Rashida Williams into heaven. Okay, no matter what you guys say, I'm gonna walk her into heaven. And Keisha Williams, my daughter, originally born Keisha John, she's not even too sure what is real anymore. She says, well, I know that Shawn Dexter John is my biological father. I know that he's Jesus Christ, but I'm confused. You know, I haven't been in his life, and he hasn't been in my life ever, even though I know who he is, and I've seen him on this and this and that. But he's all completely insane in running the Central Intelligence Agency and in loving humanity that much. And promising me I'm going to get $1 million contract to be a celebrity actress on Disney Channel, and me having to wait and go through all the hell that I've been forced to go into. So that's what I've had to deal with, the psychological trauma of saving humanity, and me being able to rest over the next 500 years and working hard to save humanity without trauma, without pain, without neglect, without humiliation, and so forth. That's resting to me. Working hard without having to go through that, that's me resting. Okay? So that's a reality. You know, that's a bit much that I've had to handle. That's a bit much, but anyway, she's my only biological offspring in this particular life tenure, and so that's a bit much. But I'm going to get to the point of 9,999 additional biological offspring as Khalid Hassan with my new corporate identity upon returning from heaven with Rashida Williams 2 days after we leave for heaven. We will be in South Florida, and we're going to be at a house in Coral Gables, and that's the reality, okay? And so the University of Miami is waiting for me. Yale University is waiting for me, and that's how that's going to work out. You know, so I'm going to bring my children in, my royal children. I have about 100 here on the planet right now, about 100 or so. You know, like Bubba Wallace and Kobe Bryant and Anthony Davis. I've had to forgive Anthony Davis, Tiger Woods, and Bape, and so on. Tom Cruise. That's my son. That's honestly my son. Okay, but my royal son in heaven is one of my royal sons. Bow Wow, Usher, and so on. And the crown prince of Saudi Arabia. That's my son. That's the reality. Justin Bieber, Justin Trudeau. Those are my sons. Kim Jong-un. That's my son. So we named him Un for a reason. We're going to protect the United Nations with a trick play. It's not really as bad as you guys think, and North Korea is ready to be democratized. The CIA has been in North Korea for a while, working with the Chinese government to stage this world war perfectly, toward abolishing nuclear weapon and doing away with old communism,